Alright guys, one more announcement to make, okay? So, I'm always nice to my fans. Doesn't matter what they're like, doesn't matter who they are, I'm always nice to my fans. So, there's a fan named Richard Koochy who really likes me. I'm flattered, I'm very flattered, but I'm married and I'm not interested, even if I wasn't married, and he keeps pestering me. So, I know most of you don't care about what the haters or people that pester people are about, but it doesn't bother me really. But just so you know, if he does message you, he knows nothing about me, and he doesn't. He doesn't. He might say things to you. Just ignore him. I'm not sure what he's like at all. I've never met him, but I'm sure I'm sure it's annoying for you when you're trying to reach out to me and send a message. So please comment freely and ignore him. All right. Maybe comment on an older video if you have to, so that he doesn't see it. But I don't know why he's like that. I'm never like that. I always leave people alone. If they're not interested in me, I leave them alone because I know, well, they're interested in someone else, so let them find that other person. That's what I do, and that's what most respectful people do, but some people are not like that. So I'm married too, so my poor wife is thinking like, who is this guy? He's always messaging you. So anyway, so you guys know I have a really good channel. So please comment. Feel free to comment. Now I know most of you are very busy and have a lot of things to do, but if you can just like my videos instead of commenting, you don't have. I mean, I don't supposed to do anything, but like my videos so that at least there's a like there. Now I give people the benefit of the doubt. So I think maybe Richard Koochy might be in the wrong headspace or something. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not about to be rude to anyone whatsoever. So I'm not like that. So even though he's been like that for so long, I'm not rude. I'm nice. I'm always nice, and I think that's the way everybody should be. I think you should go in with kind of like a new kind of fresh attitude with everyone, because you don't know what they're like. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe you never know, right? Maybe someone's really struggling. So you can't just assume that haters are all necessarily in a good space and they're hating, right? You want to make sure that your haters get some love too, right? So, so you just, and I mean, you don't want to go out of your way, obviously, but you don't want to be rude to haters because maybe they're going through something really serious, right? Or maybe they're trying to have a channel, or maybe they're trying to do something and they're not successful and they're taking out on you, or maybe they like you and you're not interested, like in this case, and they're just responding negatively. So you can't really be, it's not nice to be like boasting and being like, I'm better than you. I mean, you can be like that if you want, of course. I'm not expecting you guys to be any way you want. You can be whatever way you want. But I think it's really cool that I have a channel that's super positive and very friendly. So, you know, most people know Richard Koochy is just probably jealous or whatever, and that's fine. Or maybe he's really, I think he's actually really into me, so he's trying to insult me to make me go, oh, but my poor wife is thinking, oh my God, this guy won't leave you alone. It's funny to her. She's like, holy. But anyway, yeah, so it's just kind of like a funny thing, but that's fine, you know. I mean, I don't expect everybody to be the same way, and you know, some people are really have a certain way about them. Maybe they're always like that, so you can't control it. So anyway, I'm supportive of Richard Koochy because I know he could probably get into a better place eventually and feel really good. So I don't know why he's like the way he is. And I don't know why he always brings up jobs of mine that I've never done. He's always bringing up jobs that I never do, would never do, or maybe never have. But I'm like, well, maybe he's thinking of somebody else. Maybe he thinks I'm somebody else. But it's just kind of like, well, you know, obviously if you're mentioning these jobs and I'm not working there, then maybe you should stop saying that, because maybe it's not important. First of all, it's not important. My job here is to entertain and be a really good entertainer. So setting everything else aside, you know, like Shania works at McDonald's, but if she's gonna talk about that, and if someone's gonna keep asking her about that in her career now, she's above that now. She's not really concerned about her work at McDonald's. It's not something she's really focused on because she's above that now. So for me, I'm never. I mean, I may be above that when I'm a musician or in a music career, but to me, I think every job is valuable, and I think if you're working at McDonald's and you're always working at McDonald's, let's say you always worked there and you're just a cashier, I think that job is valuable. But when you're talking to Shania, she's not going to talk about her job at McDonald's anymore, because that was said and done, and that's something that she used to do, but now she's something else. So, I mean, you can talk about anything under the sun, but, and of course, if the person wants to talk about their past jobs, which none of the jobs he's mentioned are my past jobs, but if somebody wants to talk about your past jobs, then yeah, if you want to, by all means. But for me, I'm not interested in that. I want people to talk about my entertainment factor, my boldness, my daring Molina, my powerful attitude on stage, my presence, my God's gift of looking good. Just kidding. I want those things to be discussed. To me, it doesn't matter where I may or may not have worked, because to me, it's not something that's important on here. If this is my job on here, talk about this job. And obviously, most people know. Like for Shania, for instance, for Shania, you know, if people mention her job at McDonald's and they just had an interview with her just about her job at McDonald's, should be like, well, I've done a lot more since then. Like, look at me now. I'm doing all this. Like, what are you talking about my McDonald's job for when I'm not at McDonald's anymore, or never have been? Well, she has been actually, but you know, you can't really focus on someone's job if they don't identify with it, or if it's not even their job, or if they're focused on a different job, like a YouTube job, you know? So anyway, I really appreciate any comments, anything you want to provide to me. I do take gifts as well, if you want to send me gifts. But yeah, so now, I'm really about my YouTube channel. So if you want to bring up anything about me personally that is true, I may not want to talk about it, but some of the stuff that people are bringing up isn't true. But if it is true and I want to talk about it, then by all means I will. But for the most part, I want people to comment on how I do a good job on my YouTube channel. I want people to comment on my talents. I'm not concerned about when I worked at a job years ago, or maybe had a job and I'm not doing that anymore, or how I'm now famous on YouTube, which I'm not right now, but when I am famous, I'm not going to be concerned about the jobs that I had in the past, because that's important, really. My job is now on YouTube when I am famous. So it's not really a concern for me, you know. That's backtracking to something that I don't really care about, and it's not even true most of the time. So Richard Koochy has never met me. He knows nothing about me. He claims he knows a friend of mine, but I have no idea who that friend is. And all my friends are not, they wouldn't talk about me like that. They wouldn't actually tell people about my personal life and share that with someone, and then they criticize me on YouTube. They wouldn't do that. So that's obviously not true. None of the things that he's saying is true. So it just seems kind of odd that somebody would do that. But obviously he's probably jealous, or he wants to, because I'm not interested in him and showing obvious signs, then he's like, well, you know, I'm going to bring this up. But, you know, that's not a good way to do it. You're losing respect for yourself. People see you writing these notes and they're thinking, don't you have a life? Like, what do you do? Like, all you do is message someone that's going to be very, very, very successful, and you just message them constantly. You're just sitting at home messaging them. Like, no one wants a person like that. So if you want to find a boyfriend, you're going to have to, you know, have a different approach to it. Guys want someone that looks for challenges, looks for adventure, looks for fun. They don't want someone that's going to sit around all day criticizing someone about something that's not even true in the first place. So, you know, so my poor wife is thinking, you know, she's fine with it. She's totally okay with it. She thinks it's funny, but I mean, like, you know, but I'm supportive, right? In case Richard Koochy takes this very seriously, I want to make sure he knows that I'm not rude, you know, like I'm just a nice person. But I could totally be rude if I wanted to be. I could be rude if I wanted. I could say whatever I want, but I'm just a really nice guy. I'm just really nice. So anyway, so none of what Richard Koochy says is true, and none of what Richard Koochy is saying is even important to people. No one cares about it because they're busy doing their own YouTube channels, their own lives. So when he messages people that know me, they're like, or that message me, they're like, hey, who is this guy? Like, I have no idea why he's messaging me. I don't even know what he's saying, but if he does message you, please ignore it. Unless it's positive, but I can't imagine why he even does it. I just, you know, when you have your own friends, you message them, but if you message people that are messaging me, it just seems kind of odd. But I'm non-judgmental, so I'm supportive, but I just don't know what that's coming from. Some people just spend all day on Facebook and YouTube and they just do nothing all day with their lives. And that's okay too, but obviously you have to get out and enjoy life, right? So just so you know, I'm very supportive of all my fans, but I really like my fans to say positive things and nice things, and things that are true, you know, and things that are important. No one cares if I've ever worked for McDonald's, which I haven't, but if no one cares if I've ever worked for McDonald's, or Koochy, which he says I work for, but I never worked for. No one cares about that. Like, people are focused on what I sing like and what I dance like. They're not concerned about where I did or did not work, or who paid me years ago, or what job I did in 1995. Like, no one cares, you know. So anyway, everybody knows that. I'm pretty sure. Well, everybody else is positive with me, so I'm pretty sure nobody takes it seriously. But just in case you do, please ignore him, you know. But I mean, he's probably a very nice guy, but I'm just like, well, that's so weird. But anyway, I'm supportive. I'm very nice. I would never diss anyone. So, but just make sure that when you're sending me a message, you bring up things that are relevant to the channel, like my channel performance, which everybody else does. Richard Koochy is the only one that doesn't. So anyway, thank you guys very much. Bye for now. And just so you know, Richard Koochy, you said you were going to be nice, so just leave me alone and be nice. And, you know, obviously I think maybe might be something wrong with you, in a sense, because the way you're acting, like you're calling me a liar, but you have no idea who I am. So it's very strange behavior, but I'm still supportive. I think maybe you might be in the wrong headspace, maybe you have some kind of trauma, or maybe something went wrong. But I'm very supportive. I'm really supportive. I like all my fans. I'm really supportive. And I'm not going to diss you. Maybe you're very healthy and you just are obsessed with me, and that some people are. I'm very good looking, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it's just a really strange way to go about it. And you're messaging people that I know, and they're like, none of this is true. Like, why are you messaging me? So anyway, it's not really something that should be a big deal, but some people are probably wondering why he's always messaging me and all that, but that's just how some people are. So anyway, I wish you all well. All my fans are important, even Richard Koochy. Everybody's important. But I really hope that Richard Koochy got some sense into him. I don't care about any of that stuff that you do. Like, if you want to make these comments, it doesn't bother me, but I like hearing positive comments because I know you actually like how I perform. So it's more true to reality. So, you know, just do positive comments. What's so hard about that? It's not a big deal. And don't ask me out anymore. My wife is thinking, like, why is he asking you out? You said no. I'm going out. We're married. I'm married. I'm officially married. Like, why would you ask someone out over and over and over and over again if they're married? It's not cool, but I'm still supportive. So thank you guys for watching. Bye now.